I grew up never really hearing about Jesus. I really didn't ever see my need for a God. My name is Erin and this is my story. It wasn't until my sophomore year of high school where someone came up to me at the lunch table and asked me if I wanted to come to Crew. And I said, sure, why not? I don't even know what this thing is. But I went and I brought all of my druggy friends and we all smoked before. And it was awesome until this guy started talking about Jesus, and I actually really loved it, but I hated that I loved it, so I left in the middle. So as I was leaving, this lady, Melody, who was on staff with Crew, came up to me and she asked me if I wanted to get coffee the next morning, and I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm not really into this. And she asked me again and I said, okay, why not? I went and got coffee with her, and for the next 2 years, every Tuesday, she told me about Jesus and we got coffee together. I started falling in love with Jesus slowly but surely, and it wasn't really until my junior year that Melody kind of asked me if I wanted to say yes to God and really, become a Christian. And I said, I don't think so. I want to try everything before I try Jesus. And so the next month I ran after more drugs, more alcohol, more boys. They ran dry, just like Melody said they would. And so I told her, I was like, I want to try Jesus out. Like, how do I do this? And so I went on this retreat, and the next 5 days I started praying and asking God, like, I want you to show up, and if you show up, I'll say yes, but if you don't, then I can't do this anymore. And the last night, of course, he showed up and he was faithful, and he revealed himself to me in such a powerful way. Right after I became a Christian, Melody asked me if I wanted to lead a small group, and I said no. And she said, come on, I think it'd be so great for you. You have such a great story. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I led this group of 8th grade girls, and I was totally inadequate. I didn't know what I was doing. I ended up loving them so much that I would drive home the next 4 years from college an hour to lead a Bible study with them. I realized that I wanted to join staff or work for Crew because I loved high school students so much, and God made it so obvious through them that that was what he had for me. I met a student named Lana at lunch one day and found out that she was Buddhist. And so I took her out to frozen yogurt, really just asked her what she knew about who Jesus was, and she just said, I don't know anything about him. And so for the next 45 minutes, I went through the whole entire Bible. At the end of it, she looked at me just with her mouth wide open, and she said, if this story is true, then this is the most beautiful love story I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Really, since then, I've seen her show up at Monday night meetings, show up to our junior small group, and seek Jesus like crazy. Even though her family totally doesn't agree with it and is not okay with it, she doesn't care because she's found God. My favorite thing about Crew is that we reach the students that were like me, just sitting at a lunch table, never heard about Jesus, and we get to share the gospel with them for the first time, and also get to tell students that do know about Jesus the gospel in a new and fun way. Crew is not for perfect people. We are just a bunch of messed up people trying to share about a God who loves you more than you could ever imagine.